You want to be on 2K TV, right? You're on 2K TV right now. Yeah, okay. 2K TV.
Season 5 has arrived, and if you're looking to unleash the power within, then check out the following events. This weekend, aboard the Concha Del Mar, earn treasure at Gold Rush. All the VC you win in Ante Up will be used as your event score, and the winner will be dripping in gold. And in the city, make your way to Mobile One Grand Prix. You know the drill. Start your engines and finish the race for a chance to earn exclusive MyPlayer items and unlimited block boosts. Next weekend, the Concha Del Mar hosts Dime Time, where you can win prizes by reaching the target number of assists. Meanwhile, the city will have the Adidas Basketball Open Run. Win on all 4 courts to receive 10,000 VC.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And here were the Memphis Grizzlies, focused on the task at hand as they came into the arena earlier. A gorgeous view of the city streets there in downtown Boston. Welcome to Thursday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. Glad to have you along. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson, plus our reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Brian, as the NBA pivots away from the post and towards the perimeter, we're seeing more teams employ 3-guard lineups to great effect, trading some size for skill. We'll see if the trend continues, but guys, for now, it seems that even if there's only one ball, having multiple ball handlers can be very effective.
Very interesting, Allie. Good stuff there. Thank you. So a moment now to see the story for Al Horford.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Jackson Jr. and Adams together inside. Ja Morant is out there with Desmond Bane. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. And for the Celtics, Smart and Brown, a great defensive backcourt. Jason Tatum out there with Al Horford. And it's Williams in at the 5, roaming the paint. And this time of year, Grant, the evolution of strength and conditioning programs really shows its value.
It really does. I mean, this is a great time to be an NBA player for so many reasons, including the ones that you mentioned.
Smart against Morant. Kick out to Brown. It's stolen. Morant, the pass to Jackson. And Morant gets it to go on the assist from Jackson.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Outside, Brown. From outside the arc. Sinks the tray.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Boy, it is really hard not to root for Jaylen Brown. This guy is so incredibly smart. He's a champion for social justice. Not a stretch to imagine him as the head of the Players Union someday, guys. And honestly, even beyond that, this guy has got tremendous leadership.
Big-time breakout, leaving everyone in the dust.
You love the awareness, the decisiveness. Great job there.
Offensive rebound. Tries again. Here's Adams. Got it.
Boy, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
And of course, Brown has talked about his love for the strategy in chess. That's what negotiating a CBA is like.
That's right. Takes a cool head, takes some patience. Every move has to be completely thought through, and you do not want to make a mistake because it can unravel your position.
Smart against Morant. Over Smart. And the shot no good. A bit short.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Tice is checked in for Williams. White comes in for Jason Tatum. And Pritchard is subbed in for Smart. So Memphis going with an almost entire new group here. Anderson's checked in for Adams. Conchar comes in for Williams. Melton, he's checked in for Bain. And it's Jones in for Morant. Now here's Horford. 8 points in his last time out. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And you talk to anyone about White, Grant, they'll tell you he's best when he's being assertive.
I totally agree. I mean, White can be caught standing around when he's not involved. You want him initiating and pick and roll, and he makes pretty good decisions. Now, he may never be a star, but he's going to give you solid minutes. Shooting two.
That's good from White. The Celtics making a switch here. Williams is checked in, and Memphis also making a switch. Tillman's checked in. White hits them both.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Right side, Jones. Tice with the defensive effort.
You will have to finish harder than that if you want to convert in traffic.
Finished off the break.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter here. Jones with the ball, now guarded by Brown. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Well, so great when your offense produces a shot that close to the rim. The rest of the work becomes easier.
Well, Grant, the best way to steady a team and have an anchor like Tyus Jones as the backup point.
I mean, just an outstanding decision maker. His steady play complements their athletes with that second unit.
And that one misses. And the emergence of Jaylen Brown's ability to take over at the offensive end, Grant, it's been a joy to watch.
Oh, such a joy. I mean, his improvement as a ball handler may be the biggest reason. He can drive the ball either direction now, create the space he needs for his jumper, and he's no longer a turnover waiting to happen.
Conchar can't hit.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Now here's Brown. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense.
At the line for your Celtics, Peyton Pritchard. At the line with 1 shot.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. 1 shot.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's the Boston Celtics leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. We'll be back in a moment. And the 4th pick in 2018, Jaren Jackson Jr., the rare NBA-ready defender, he talked about where he can make the most impact.
Probably be more of a backline help, talk more, give more help for the rotations because, you know, depending on what team you play, there's a lot of specific things you got to do to guard a certain player.
A veteran's understanding of help and positioning, Grant.
Yeah, I love that defensive mind approach. That's why they're a team to be reckoned with.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the Celtics here in this one?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Xavier Tillman is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's John Conchar. Then there's Tyus Jones. And it's Melton in at the shooting guard position. And there's a 3-second violation. And Grant, you were named co-rookie of the year alongside Jason Kidd back in '95. Something that's only happened 3 times in NBA history.
Yeah, I'm still bitter about that. I was robbed. Jason knows that. Everyone knows that. Nah, Jason and I, we are good friends. We joke about this all the time, but it was really an honor to share this award with someone of his caliber. Really one of the true greats to ever play in the NBA. But I was still robbed.
Now here's Williams. Against Atlanta, he was really on his game.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
BA, the Boston Celtics last year had the team's worst win percentage in the last 6 seasons. The front office admitted, as constituted, they were not a championship caliber team. Now, for this proud franchise, accustomed to competing deep into the playoffs, the question becomes, how do they get back on top?
Yeah, that's a big one. Good stuff there, Allie. Thanks.
Well, just so consistent, right, with his effort, with his toughness. Tice is a guy who's constantly being physical. And even if he's outsized, guys, the fight is there.
White with it, and Melton picks him up defensively. It's White with a drive. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
And the Grizzlies call time here. And Doris, even though he is so reliable, Tice's contributions often seem overlooked.
Yeah, I think part of that is this is not a flashy player. His box score isn't going to be stacked. But when you look at the screens he sets, the rebounding, the position on defense, they're usually a grittier team when he's between the lines.
And the shot goes in. Adams has got his second basket of the night.
So many NBA players will tell you Steven Adams is the strongest guy in the league, and he gets after it off the glass.
Tatum from long range drains the triple.
And and just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Morant, no good. Boston has gone 2 of 3 from the three-point line in the second. White. And it's Boston scoring again.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Well, you have to admire how Smart is running this offense right now. He has a knack for spotting open teammates.
Morant against Smart. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Shoots over Horford. Jackson can't get it to go.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
Here's Smart, right side Tatum. It doesn't go for him.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
The clock runs out, and we are headed to halftime. It's the Celtics. They lead by 14. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks so much, Al. As you anchor that front court, what were you guys looking to accomplish in the first half?
I mean, we're just trying to play with pace, trying to dominate on the defensive end, get rebounds, make it tough.
Pace is key. Back to you.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Out in front of the half is Boston. They lead by 14. Kenny, how'd you see it?
Well, it comes down to confidence. From the opening tip, these guys had that swag. They had the attitude that you can't beat us, we can only beat ourselves.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Grizzlies.
The shooting percentage they allow is through the roof. And coach should absolutely be ripping this defense. We need to take some pride on the other end. Just lock it in, lock it in, lock it in.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
On the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. How about Derek White really making a difference here?
I'm not really sure what defenders can do to slow him down. He's just too skilled.
Well, perhaps the most impressive thing has been his incredible consistency. This guy is a great player who always brings a ton of energy. What a great half.
At the 2 and the 3, Brown and Tatum. Robert Williams out there with Al Horford, and it's Smart in at the 1. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Boston's gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. And over his career, Grant, Al Horford has continued to improve his outside shot.
I mean, he really has. He came into the league as a low block bruiser. 8 years in, he adjusted and added a three-point shot, and he has been a reliable player from outside since then.
And it's Adams missing.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Outside, Brown. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Brown's got 8 points.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Pass to Jackson. The rebound, Celtics. Horford's got 4 rebounds in the game.
Coming out stone cold here. Sometimes the break will do that to you. Good, solid start to the half, hitting 3 out of 4.
For Memphis, they've gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. To stop the run, Williams' shot is good. Williams has got his second basket of the game.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
Pass to Tatum. Now here's Brown. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Brown's got 5 points in the quarter.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Here's Morant. And yep, it's good.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Boston's gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. Williams passes to Horford. It's Brown on the wing. Smart outside. Shoots over Morant. Unable to get that one. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Following this game, they host the Magic. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. There's Jackson with the three. Tatum with a steal. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. And here's Brown for three. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. He's got 13.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
Morant into the lane. Horford pulls it in.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
Jackson left side. It's been all about Jaylen Brown for the Celtics, helping them space the floor. 2 triples in that quarter. 3 for the game. Back to the game after this break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
As we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Tyus Jones is out there with DeAnthony Melton. Then there's Kyle Anderson. Then it's Desmond Bane. And it's Clark in at the center spot. The Grizzlies shooting 36% for the game. Not great. Here's Melton. No luck on that one. Nice D from Brown.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Here's White. Good. And Brown gets the assist. White's got 4 points in the quarter.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
Anderson for 3. Hauled in by Brown. Brown's got rebound number 5 here tonight. White on the wing. Over Jones. They grab their own miss. And the basket by Tice.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
And so it's Memphis with it. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Pass to Anderson. Releases. Arms length from the hoop. He knocks it down.
Assisted.
Anderson's got his first points of the game.
Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
Outside White. And here's Tatum.
Memphis foul. Desmond Bane.
So both teams changing it up here.
Personal foul. First team foul. Checking in for the Grizzlies.
There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Pritchard. 4 on the clock. And the layup is good.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Celtics.
They looked to run anytime they could.
They set the tone with their pace. Their transition game was excellent.
And give them credit for what'll be their 38th win of the year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Jaylen Brown.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
Here's Pritchard. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Outside Jones. Lays it up and banks it in.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Boston with the ball. The Grizzlies making their last shot. Pass to White. There's the three. And the Celtics another three.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Jones. The shot off that time. White against Melton. Here's White. And there's a defensive 3-second call.
Boston ball. At the line for your Celtics, Peyton Pritchard at the line with one shot. Grizzlies substitution.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And now we have Allie LaForce standing with the player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Thank you very much. Jaylen, you had it going. Can you talk about the confidence you had tonight?
I'm just trying to continue to show people what I can do, continue to get better. It's a long journey, it's a process. I still got a long way to go and a lot to learn, so I'm gonna just keep going up.
It's all part of the journey. Thanks, Jaylen.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce,
I got slaughtered for my first match on this game.
This is Brian
NBA 22.
Thank you for tuning in. So long, everybody.
Wishing, pulling off the lot with the top missing like Motor City. It's all Pistons. I blow a check out for bitches that was on my neck and couldn't fall victim.
I will see y'all later tonight.